Let's get this show on the road, guys. It's Monday night. We're going to do a little bit more of our tutorial project. And what we're doing at the moment is we're just adding sound for our wood busting. And what we're going to do is we're going to set that up as an array of sound cues. We have 8 sound cues here. 8, or is that 9? Actually it's 9, which is fine. So we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Right, and then we just start dragging these. Oh, these are waves. Are these not cues? Apparently not. Create cue. So we need to turn these waves into cues, so we'll just do that, shall we? I wonder if you can do it with them all. Right. So now we can just drag these in one by one into our sound cues. Then what we'll do is we'll randomize it up for when we hit a wood blocker, and with that we shall have completed another little piece of the gameplay. And then what we're going to do is, there's a little problem with the doors, so I made a little change to that, haven't checked it yet. Right, so we're going to get that, then we're going to get the length, alright, then we're going to do a -1. Okay. Whoops. Then we'll get that. And I'm making an absolute mess of this. Then it's going to be int range. So we're going to get a random integer in range from 0 to, that's going to be -1. And that's going to go in there. And then we're going to get a copy. Right, and that number is going to go in here. Then what we'll do is we'll straighten this to the get a copy. Drag that to there. Drag this back a bit. And then this will go in here. Now we're just using the standard footstep attenuator right now. I've not made any attenuators, so we'll just go with what we've got. And so we can now check this. And you heard that. We need a different sound rather than the clicky sound. But our wood sound is working nicely. Right, so what we can do now is check doors. There we go. So our door is working perfectly well. So that's 2 things sorted out. Okay, So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to update our widget, our minimap widget, and it's basically going to become our minimap slash other thing widget. Right, what we got in here? I think this is just horror ambience, and these aren't that great anyway. Right, so what we need is the sound of a door. Now, we might have it, and if we do, let's see, meshes and textures, modular Victorian house. We've got nothing in there that is Victorian interiors, sounds. We've just got the tick-tock of a clock, basically, which might be of use, but it's not of use for now. Right, and our residential house does not have any sounds. In fact, it's only got vases in it for some reason. So we're kind of snookered there. Right, so let's have a look to see what else we have here. What footstep sounds, first person weapon. I think this one here is, I don't know what this is. IDA music pack. Interesting. Oh well. Interesting, but not of any real use to us now. Do we have anything here? No sounds. Core, no sounds. Common, no sounds. And I don't think there's going to be anything in the landscape, so we're going to leave that be. Medieval dungeon now, that's not got any sounds either, or at least I haven't brought them in. And now I know that there's some sound effects and starter content, but I don't know if apparently I didn't bring in the starter content. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Never mind. Never mind. Right, so if we go, and we're not going there, we're going to go to our minimap. Okay, and we're going to go to our widget. Now the interesting thing here is if we put that right, that's not going to work. Unless we wrap this in a canvas panel. And then we put this. Let me just try that, right? I'm going to wrap this in a canvas panel. And that's going to go in there. Right. And we're going to basically do that. And that's going to be like that. right? And then we're going to put a vertical box in here. And then this canvas panel is going to go in here. Then this vertical box is going to be like this. And okay. And it would appear that this thing here and this image here right. And so next thing we need is a horizontal box. Right. And this is going to be 1.25. Okay. Now what we could do is wrap this with a border. Then this border can be black. Okay, that. And then in our horizontal box we're going to have text, and we're going to have another text, right? And this text here right, and we're going to pull this size right down. This is going to be the same. And this is going to go to the left, and it's going to fill, and it's going to fill 50. Then this one is going to go to the right, and it's going to fill 50. Right? And then we're going to put 25 just as an example here. And there we go. Right? Now this one here, txt, we'll call it txt pickups, and it's going to be a variable. And then this one, we don't know what it's actually going to be. We'll call it txt total. Right, so what we'll say is this is the number we've picked up. This is the number that we need to pick up. Okay, we could have it as 1 and then have a slash and then that number there. But we're just getting the numbers on the screen for the moment. Now, in theory, we could actually move this up to the bottom. Right, and put it in here and then just align it to the bottom. We could do that. Let's have a look to see how that actually looks, right? If I put this in here, right, and then we align it to the bottom, right, and that's going to be 0.5. It's going to be 1. And that's going to be 0. And that's fine. Right? So we could do it like that. And then we can delete that. Let's have a look to see how that looks. Compile that. Yeah, that's looking the biz. Right. So that's cool. And okay, so we've got the two variables. Right. And that's not what we want to do. We want the graph. Right, and when we make the graph, we're going to pass in our variable, and that's going to be txt max pickups, and that's going to be an integer, and it's going to be instance editable and expose on swan. Save that. And that's going to be total, so we're going to get that. Then we are going to set text, and we're going to be plugging this in here. Right, put that there. And then we're going to have a custom event and it's going to be update pickups. Alright, and it's going to have an input, and it's going to be, let's say, a value, and it's going to be an integer. Okay, you can change the integer for me. Right, compile that, and pickups, get, then we're going to say set text, and we're going to drag this over here. Then we're going to drag this into here. We're going to save that. Okay. Now we're going to need a counter for this, and we're going to need, what we're going to do is we're going to create a variable, and it's going to be ref mini map, and it's not going to be a sound cue, it's going to be w underscore minimap, and it's not going to be an array either, so single, and category is going to be widgets. Okay, and then when we create the widget, okay, we'll drag this over here a second. We're going to set that. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. We're going to break that, drag that into there, and that into there. We're going to save that. Now, do we have bonus timer? We've got this pickup bonus counter, right? Event pickup. Right, so I'm guessing it's pickup count. Pickup count and total pickups. Okay, so from here we're going to drag in our minimap, and we're going to say update pickups. Okay, then we're going to plug that in there, drag this across a bit, drag this over here, this in here, that in there. And the interesting part now is we've got we create the minimap, but we haven't got the total pickups yet. So we need to return the total pickups. This is it here. So it's total pickups. Right? So this is going to go in here. So we can now start by testing this. And we've got, oh yeah, okay. Right, so basically we go back to minimap, back to our designer, and we go to here, and we basically say 0. Okay. We have 90 pickups. We're starting on 0. There's 1. And that's cool. Right, so now we need to go down the sides and stuff. Okay. Right, so I'm kind of lost now. Huh? Right, I'm thinking that's the start, kinda. Okay, maybe it's not. Right, I'll just go down the outside and that should take me back to where I think. Oh. So we're on 83. Ah, there's dude there. What's that? That's a bit light. So we're on 85. So we need to find 5 more somewhere. Right, I think I know where these 5 are. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. I think I know where they are. I'm lying, of course, I don't. They're not up there. Ah, they're in here. No, they're not. Okay. Not in there either. So what I was thinking was they're like in here, but they're not. Right, so they can only be back at the start, right? Right, so this is back at the start. And that's a bit of light, so we need to sort that out. They're not there either. Ah, here they are, here. 89. Are you kidding me? Ah, it's length -1. Okay. It's length -1. One. Okay. Compile that. Okie dokie. So we should be able to collect 89 this time. This is probably this game's probably a lot easier with a joystick. Or if you're a lot better than it with a mouse than me. Because I seem to be just horrific. You'll get the idea now why I don't play first person shooters. It does not go well. Right. Okay. So we're on 61 of 89. Right, this takes us round back to kind of the start. Right, now if we can zip by him. Now that one's done. That should be us. Yep. Right, so the next part of the issue here is to send them back to the start. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking here is ooh, that went a bit fast. This is a bit jumpy. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. I had an extra bit of thing to test there, didn't I? I was wondering why that was not connected. Right, so now the question now is, do we send them back to the start, or do we not? Right, that takes that looks like right, undo that. Right, come back to here, back to your nav mesh, and drag it up a bit. Right, and that gives us our nav mesh back. Right. Oh, it's actually given us right. So that should be us. Yep. Okay. So we could put blockers on, right? But I think what we'll do is we shall start doing our AI for our monster. Right, because our doors are working, sound's working, our counter's working. Actually, we'll do the counter right where it'll play a siren or something. But I'm gonna go and grab a cigarette, so I shall be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Check out the description, hit like and subscribe. I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back and we're at it again. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to check if this equals this. So if that is equal to that, right, then we're going to do something. Now we don't know what we're going to do next. Right, but I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll make something up for now. Right, so we'll branch that. Okay. And then we shall compile that. And what we'll do is we'll go, just for the sake of it for now, right, we're going to go to our blueprints and this layout, right, and we shall go to an end point. Okay. And what we'll do is we shall create an actor. Okay. And we'll call this BP finish. It's for my students, Jess. It's basically one of my students said that they wanted to make a game similar to something that they showed me on YouTube. So basically what I'm doing for a bit of a palette cleanser is making it myself so that when they have problems, then I can show them exactly how to fix it, or to do how I've done it, or whatever, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to add something, and I know what I'm going to add. Right, and it's not for there. Right, and it's not for there either. And it's not for the log cabin. Now, I don't know where this is actually from, but we're going to look. Right, it's not that. And it's not an old brick house either. And it might be in here. Let's see what we've got. Now, I'm pretty sure actually that I've got something that would fit the bill here. And medieval dungeons, but there was a statue in here that I could have used just for a laugh. Now, it might actually be in medieval dungeons. Right, so where is it? I'm guessing it's not in there, right? Right, where the hell is this? Right, I don't think it's a medieval environment either, but we'll have a look. Blueprints? No, not there. And common? Not there, because that's materials textures, so that's not going to be there. Meshes. Let's see what's here. Right, this is just houses and stuff. Let's see if there's anything weird. Right, that's thatch roofs, so I don't think that's going to help as much. Neither will rope or whatever. Right, it's not in here. Right, so I'm guessing it's going to be in medieval dungeons. It wasn't, well, it was kind of pseudo horror, but I've kind of got an idea of what I want now. It's going to be like you're a vampire hunter through time and space and wherever. Right, so we've got this gargoyle, we could use a gargoyle, right? Right, where's Gargoyle Boy? Come on, load up. Do the right thing. Right, now, is he going to be able to... Now, it's quite cool, but it's not really what I want. There was another... Ah, this is it. This is her. Now, she's quite small, but what I can do is... I can give her... That's actually a him by the looks of it. Ah, positioning his hands aren't quite what I want. What I wanted to do is put like a magic ball particle effect in his hand. What we got for skeletons? Have we got anything that's going to do? Nope. Right, so we're kind of struggling now. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to go back and wonder what's in the architecture. I think this is just like this is just like pieces to make up the dungeon, modular pieces, right? Which is all well and good, but not exactly what I need at the moment. What I need. Right, what we got in blueprints here? Alright. Yep, none of that's any good. So it's going to be props. So no idea how nanite works. All I know is there's some people said that it's not as simple as it sounds, right? That you need to actually put right, I think we'll just use this, right? It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Right, so that goes in there, then we can basically drop this in, right? And what we'll do is well, it doesn't actually matter, right? But we need the end. Then we go to viewport, right? And I'm going to set the candle up to be so that you can have it there if you want or not. Right? So what we'll do in this case is we'll set up a variable to do that, right? So we're going to say variable, and we'll say has pick up, and it's a boolean. Yeah, Unreal Engine 5 is a lot. It makes my computer run 10 degrees hotter than Unreal Engine 4.27, put it that way. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to drop in our little dude. Don't want you. I think you better check what you just typed in because it doesn't make any sense. Right, so we're going to do that. Then what we'll do is, if I make this 2 by 2 by 2, is this going to be far too big? Maybe. We could always make it 1 by 1.5, I suppose. Yeah, that's way too big. Right, if we clamp that 1.5, that's better. Right, so we'll come in here, and if we go to the code, I thought I tidied this up last night, but I had a lot of crashes last night, so we're not going to worry about that. Well, my minimap works, but then again, I didn't follow a tutorial, I just did it myself. So that's probably why mine works. Plus I use a few tricks on it. Right, so what we do here is after we've built everything, right, we check that this and then we basically destroy this component. Okay, you're just going to do that then, right? Okay. Destroy component. Right, that's what I was trying to do before and you wouldn't let me. I'm afraid I couldn't see your minimap in your YouTube video. You can't make it out. So, no, I didn't see it. Right, so this goes here, and we branch. You see, a problem with the minimap is the minimap doesn't show what you want it to show. You've got to do some stuff. Nah, you're doing it wrong. See, really, what you only want in a minimap is really dependent on the game, to be honest, right? In some games, you want a colourful minimap, and then in others, you don't. You just want it to be purely informational. Right, now, this shouldn't be in true. So if that's false, we'd kill the component. Now, the one thing we need to check here is if this actually works. Right. Now, their minimap should say 87, is that right? I thought it was 88 before, 89. And hang on a minute. Hang on a tickety-boo. Right, this is doing its weird, I'm going to lag to hell for a minute. Right, why was I over here and not at the start? Ah, I know why it is. I know why you're not wanting to work. You're not wanting to work because you, my friend, should be static. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to set it to invisible, right? And you're not going to block anything. You're going to just say no collision. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the collision on when it becomes active, right? And I'm going to say you can't affect navigation, and then I'm going to say you're hidden in the game, right? So basically when I start the game, why is this over here? What is going on? Why? Why and how? Right? Why and how? There's a player start. So why Am I starting not at the player start? Because it's not ready for prime time yet, but everybody just can't accept that for some reason. Right? Why is this not hidden in the game? Why are you not hidden in the game? Hidden in game. And what the hell has happened to the end part of this? I'm an idiot. That's why. Right, okay. I'm an idiot. End is not the end. It's gargoyle thing. Right, but it shouldn't be gargoyle thing anyway. Right, it should be BP finish is the gargoyle thing. Right. Now, where did I create that blueprint? Is the question. Browse. Right. So if we go back to end, viewport, right, there we go. And we're going to do that, and we're going to say, we're just going to say 1.5, we'll do it. Right. That's kind of how we want it, I suppose. Right, I'll do. Right, compile that. And then if we go back to end, and then click on that. Right. Did the replication rendering. Okay, whatever. Actor hidden in game. Aye. Let's have some of that. Collision. Right, let's turn that off. Right. Now, we're actually going to have to turn the collision off on here. And then we're going to have to switch it back on. Well, we don't really need to switch. Well, yeah, we do. We need to switch it back on when it appears again. But that's cool. Right, so basically, we've got to find 87 candles, right? Right, we've got a bit of lag there, so we'll stop it for a second. We'll have a little drink. Not about time you're in your bed, Jess. It's getting late for you. Right, and that's still laggy as hell. I don't know why it does this. It's a pain in the ass. And that's still laggy as hell. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going for a cigarette. I'm going to give this a minute to settle down. I shall be back in 2 minutes, so hit the like and subscribe, check out the description, etc, etc. Don't go anywhere, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Are you still there, Jess? Right, let's see if this actually works. Or if it's still going to be laggy as hell. We love a good lag in the morning. Right, if you're going to keep lagging, I'm going to work on something else. going to work on something else and see if I can get it working. Right, now, I have no idea how this works, so we might make an ass of it, but we might not. You never know. We'll see. And what I want to do is, I want to go to our minimap, right? And then we want to go to the material, right? And what I want to do right now, I don't know if this is even possible. Right, let's see what I want to do is, right, so there isn't a combine. I'm going to do a texture sample, right? (2D subvolume, blah, 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 blah. Right, we're going to do that. Right, and this says convert to texture object, convert to parameter. Now, right, okay, I don't want to do that. Right? Apply, view. You see, what I want to do is I want to split off these channels, right? And I want to desaturate some of them, but not the others, okay? So let's have a look, saturation. Right, so we've got desaturation and nothing else. Now our desaturation, luminous factors. Okay, that's interesting. I'll tell you what. We're going to delete that, right? And we're going to say 1, 0, 0. Okay. Right, hang on a second. So, sampler type. Okay, we're not going to do anything with that. I'm just wondering, right, let's plug this into here. Okay. Right, wait a minute, let's plug that into there. Okay. Right, let's try something else. Right, we're going to try something a bit mad. Right, we're going to go the green into here. Right, then we're going to duplicate that. Then we're going to put the blue into there. Right. then we're going to multiply right, so this is pretty mental. We're going to go with that, and then we're going to go with that, and then we're going to multiply again, right, and we're going to multiply that by that, then that is going to go in there. Interesting. Right, wait a minute. It's okay that. And then this one we're desaturating blue. Interesting. Interesting. But then again, kinda not. And the interesting thing would here would be, right, if we did this, we're going to delete that. Okay, and actually this is going to go into here. No, that's going to go in there. Right, and then we multiply again. And we multiply that by that. And we do that. Okay, so that's all the crap. Right, so we'll delete that. We'll delete that. We'll delete all of these. Then we'll go into here and into here. Okay. And the next thing is, we want this luminance thing. Right, so if we do 0.33, 0.33, right, so what if we do 1 and 0? That kind of doesn't do anything either. Okay. Desaturation fraction UE5. Right, so what does this actually do? Okay, no idea what that does. Right, let's see what's going on with this. Because what I want to do is I only want to show certain things on the minimap. Right? Now, I don't even know what... Yeah, that's like horrific resolution. And that's not much better. He's using some other thing here with temperature, and he's now masking something. That's saying black body. Okay, so this is a bit weird. Right, so this guy's got in here, he's got a desaturate. That doesn't even exist in this. Yeah, that's not even got that. Right, Unreal Engine 5 hasn't even got that node. Right, well, there you go. I'm not sure what these luminous colours do here. I suppose I may have to actually try this to find out what actually happens. Right, it doesn't seem to do anything, to be honest. Right, we're going to escape that for now. And I think we're going to call it a night. So if you've watched and enjoyed the stream, then hit like and subscribe and all that stuff. And in the description you'll find ways to support the channel in the Discord, which you are free to join. So, with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye for now.